Stay focused and energized using G Fuel. You can use the discount code OGXRAYZ to get 10% off your entire order. Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ. Welcome back to another Fortnite video. Now what I have for you guys today is actually going to be possibly the hidden story behind the destruction of Tilted Towers. It goes super in-depth, and this was not found by me. This was found by someone by the name of Alec15. I also saw this video being discussed by HollowPoint, so a link to the Reddit post by Alec along with a link to HollowPoint's channel will be in the description below. I want to talk about this because this guy literally went super in-depth and found a ton of stuff that might otherwise be considered coincidences, but it lines up way too perfectly and even goes to like the origins of Epic Games. All right, so before we jump into the story, if you guys do go on to enjoy this, guys, which is super crazy because we have actually a story behind the possibility of why Tilted Towers is being destroyed and why in that fashion is being destroyed. But if you do want to enjoy this video, make sure you guys do drop a like on the video. It is super appreciated, super awesome. It helps out the channel. And if you are new to the channel, if you want to see even more content like this, then obviously make sure you guys do subscribe and turn on notifications by slapping that bell icon next to the sub button. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's go ahead and read this article or this post that he had on Reddit. This was posted yesterday. It got quite a bit of traction, but I don't think a lot of people actually saw it, so let's talk about it. It says, at about 5 a.m. my time, 3 a.m. his time, my best friend started sending me a flurry of text messages about the Tilted Tower getting hit by an asteroid or nuked conspiracy theory floating around, especially with April Fool's Day being today. The following is what he told me and found with links. As a disclaimer, I know there's a ton of posts on a lot of these topics, so I tried my best to put it all together and give everyone credit by providing the sources. Here are the links for the posts that sparked my friend's curiosity. Now, the links that he posted were the Morse code vibrations, which if you guys missed that video, I have a full video on that where I talk about, you know, those special weird rumbles that we're feeling on our controllers that Epic Games has gone on record and said, oh, it's just a bug, it's a glitch. Well, someone actually went out and was able to break it down and the vibrations into a Morse code message, and that message actually read out the message SOS 5D418. A lot of people thought this meant this was an SOS message from the 5D square on the Fortnite Battle Royale grid, which would be Tilted Towers, and then 418 people thought April Fool's Day was going to be the day it happens, but it turns out it might actually be on April 18th. Now, the reason that this is possible is because of the information in this article found by Alec and his friend. So that's the first bit. You know, obviously people started talking about the rumbles, and then people were doing a whole bunch of conspiracies on that, whether it means that it rumbles when you're near someone, or it rumbles because of a glitch, or it rumbles because someone has their crosshairs on you. There was a ton of different theories, but as we all know, recently it was discovered that there was actually a hidden Morse code message within those vibrations. And if you guys want to check that out, I have a video. Check out that link in the description below. The next one was actually that there was a link to the comet being an Easter egg, which was that there's an actual comet. So it's not just some weird skin in the air that everyone is seeing. It's an actual model that is in game and has references to, so it looks like that was another piece that everyone was talking about. And then finally there was a whole link that started the Tilted Tower conspiracy, where everyone was talking about how, you know, there's a nuke, there's a meteorite, it's headed in Tilted Tower's direction, and they're kind of hinting at it with all of the different things you can unlock in the battle pass. So there was a ton of stuff that led to that creation of this Tilted Towers being destroyed by a meteor or by an asteroid. So now let's get into the actual story, now that we have a little backdrop into how this whole conspiracy started and how possibly this started a long time ago. It wasn't planned from a long time ago, but it uses old history as the building blocks for this. So let's go ahead and read what he said. The founder of Epic Games, Tim Sweeney, started his career by making an old video game called ZZT, released in 1991. In the game, there is an odd scene where a city gets hit by a meteor. It had no context in the game, but this was before the internet exploded, so there was no forums for people to try and figure it out. And there's even a screenshot that he provided, which I will put on screen for you guys to check out, which is a just meteor coming down, also blue, might I add, just like the meteor that we see in the sky in Fortnite Battle Royale. So super, super crazy. And like he was saying, basically, when this meteor was there in the sky coming down and destroying this city in that game that was made first by the founder of Epic Games, It was just a meteor that came out of nowhere. There was no explanation. There was no conspiracy theories because back then there was no easy format to share ideas like there is Twitter, like there is Facebook, like there is YouTube, and like there is Reddit as well. So back then the meteorite came, there was no explanation, there was no theories because no one really talked about it because there was no really real way to connect with other people and make these crazy ideas. Now Tim Sweeney merged together with a Polish company after he had formed Epic Games, nearly tripling the company's net worth. Later on, the Polish company and Sweeney parted ways. Many people believe this is why the map was based around Poland. So if you guys don't know about that theory, basically there's a theory that the entire island that we see in Fortnite Battle Royale is basically a reference to Poland. It has a similar shape, albeit not a perfect shape, but there was a lot of different areas on there, like Tilted Towers was a location that almost matches up perfectly in Poland, where there was a city where this meteor came down, it crashed, and it landed where Tilted Towers technically is in the Fortnite Battle Royale format. So basically what he means is that this guy Tim, who is the founder of Epic Games, he tied or merged together with another Polish company, and the reason that we see the Battle Royale map as a similar to shape of Poland is because of that origin story where he actually had worked with a Polish company before. Now the next thing that it says is that the towns line up perfectly with Polish cities as well. For example, Warsaw is well known as the biggest shopping center in Middle Europe. If you transpose the Fortnite map over the map of Poland, Retail Row lines up perfectly with Warsaw. In northern Poland, there's a ghost town. The inhabitants left during World War II, and the area turned into a graveyard for many people who died during the war. Take a guess where this area lines up with almost perfectly when you transpose the map. Haunted Hills. Here's where it gets even crazier. The head of the Polish sector of the company Epic Games was partnered with was from a town in Poland called Poznan, a town which had an asteroid hit its most densely populated city, and which in the game's case is Tilted Tower. It is called the Morasko Meteorite Reserve. However, my friend believes that there's a possibility it will hit the borders of Tilted like the one in Poznan, if not entirely wiping out Tilted to change up the game and its meta. Now if you guys want to see information to the Morask Reserve, I'm going to go ahead and link that as well. I'm going to have the actual Reddit post in the description so you guys check out all the links over there. But basically it's like the special reserve for this meteorite that came down and crashed. It would be interesting because when you look at the grid of Fortnite Battle Royale for the map, Tilted Towers isn't all in D5. It's technically like 2/3 of it is in D5 and the rest of it is on the other portion. So maybe if this is true, maybe that meteorite is going to destroy like 3/4 or 2/3 of the city, and then we'll have like little remnants of it and obviously a giant crater. And we'll definitely see. I feel like if they did that, if they actually gave us a crater and like half of destroyed or 3/4 destroyed Tilted Towers, that people would still go there but not in giant droves because there would be less loot, less reason to go there. So we'll definitely see, but I still think that's a really cool thing to do. Now he finishes this post by saying, although many people expect this catastrophic event to happen on April 1st, it is equally likely that Epic Games aligned their in-game meteor shower with the Lyrid meteor shower, which occurs every year between April 16th to the 25th. This would mean that the Morse code is referring to Tilted Towers getting destroyed on April 18th, 4/18. There's also information on the Lydia meteor showers, which for you guys that don't know, it happens every year from around April 16th to the 25th. And I'll have to double check, but I think this year it might be similar in the middle. Who knows? Maybe even Epic Games was like, all right, let's find out when it's going to happen. April 18th, fine, let's do Tilted Towers, getting destroyed on that same day. But it's a ton of information because, first of all, like he mentioned, all the cities line up, you know, with the Polish cities, along with on Fortnite, the actual overlay map. When you combine the fact that it also has a connection to a Polish company when the founder teamed up with a Polish team, and then obviously we do have the reference to 4/18, which lines up perfectly to this meteor shower that happens every single year. So we shall definitely see, but it is super interesting, super cool. I honestly think that this is going to be that secret story, that secret behind the scenes stuff that people don't really know. We have a game that was made that had a reference to that meteor crashing for no reason, that was created by the founder Tim of Epic Games, who then published or worked with a Polish company, and maybe that's the reason that the map is shaped similar to Poland and why it has cities and areas of point of interest that are very similar to locations in Poland, and why we might see that meteorite crashing down on Tilted Towers, just like that meteorite crashed in Poznan, and just like that meteor crashed in that first game that Tim first worked on. So really cool. This is adding so much lore and just crazy details to the story that I think a lot of us didn't really expect. you know, obviously Epic Games wasn't thinking about this years ago. They didn't make that Games EZT and we're like, we're gonna make a game that's a battle royale and we're gonna do tilted towers and destroy with a meteor. They weren't thinking that far. But when you use your past for inspiration, you can use it to really lead forward a story and a direction, and I think that is super, super awesome, and I can't wait to see what happens with that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this full story behind the destruction of Tilted Tower. If you did, make sure you guys do drop a like on the video. It is super helpful, super appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, if you enjoy Fortnite content from news, info, rumors, leaks, and more, then obviously make sure you guys do subscribe and turn on notifications by slapping that bell icon next to the sub button. If you guys do want to support the channel directly, you can do so by joining my sponsor squad. You get access to early videos, exclusive content, and a special badge that shows up in all my live streams and in the comment sections of all of my videos. If you want to talk about this or anything really, Twitter is the best place to do so. I'm constantly on there. Go ahead and follow me over there at OGXRAYZ. The link to that will be in the description below, along with a link to my second and gaming channel in case you want even more content from me. But I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. I'll see you guys. I'm out. Peace.